Because you know it's not easy being up here, especially when you got people like me on the side clowning on you. But you know, that's love, y'all. That's love, right? Okay, so just want to do a quick debrief because this has not been done before. So we want to know what your feelings, thoughts, observations, whatever you have from the experience of today. What are those? Briefly, y'all can't preach. Just say the words. Yes.
I just want to say, I'm sure we all felt this, but there's so much commonality in all of our points and our stories and our struggles. We've all had some sort of struggle. And it just kind of just baffled me that why are we so divided? We all have the same or similar issues and struggles. So if anything we can take from this, we should be more united. We can change the world.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Matt?
I found this most enlightening. I came prepared for a deep and somewhat heavy discussion, and I found groups and people with similar experiences, or even different, but willing to share their heart in this tribute, because that's what I consider this. And so I found this to be awesome, because it's a different format that has never been done before, but I can see this different path may lead to something of somewhat of healing more than the traditional ways of communication.
Thank you.
For me, I think it went over my expectation because now I see other people, not just your color. Now I have a sense of your emotion behind who you are. And that went deep for me because sometimes we assume by looking at someone the way he looks that we understand where the person is coming from. But hearing this different group sharing their own expectation and their own side of bridging the gaps, building the bridge, told me that I need to step back and reconsider what I view as what made me mean to be part of us.
Thank you. Thank you. This brother right here, and then down. Yeah, just speak loudly.
I think for me, one thing I got from here is the fact that no matter what or who you are, we're humans and we belong to planet Earth, and we are here to.
Thank you.
We all together, I learned that no matter where you are from, because sometimes we see each other and say, oh, you are from here, and therefore we have this eyes, or the perception. But from the poem, it's like saying we are from Mother Earth, and we are from we breed from the same. And never mind our colors are different, but we need to, when we see each other, we are one family.
Okay, thank you. And just briefly, we're doing this because it's important. This is the relationship aspect, just like when Theo was asking for what you feel, having heard what you heard. It mattered. So that process mattered, regardless of what ends up. So thank you. I have you two, and then coming back, and I haven't even, I'm sorry, looked over there.
Oh yeah, I really think that it was a wonderful experience, listening to the Asian community playing their violin, and from the Mexican, that gentleman who played the guitar. But I think also when the Jewish community, when seeing everyone cheering and dancing, in a culture that which does not belong to them, but celebrating another person's culture, that tells you that as human beings, at the end of the day, if we put our differences aside, we can actually be a joyous society, because we all like being happy and celebrating.
Thank you. Well, he's got that.
Thank you, everybody. I always thought that I was crazy when I told myself, I don't see color. Today confirms that fact and made me very confident that we can all work together and make them a reality. As my brother Mark just said about the healing today, my sister, what's your name again?
Oh, Bianca.
No, not Bianca, the other.
Danny.
Danny.
Hi.
We were just talking about what's going on right now, you know, with the Supreme Court's decision. And she said this is so good for her today because it's really going to help her cope with that situation. So I won't be long. Let's just walk the walk and talk the talk, please.
Thank you. There was somebody back there. If you could pass this, please, and then the next person is you. I think that works.
I've noticed a trending grasp on accountability in the sense of holding someone else accountable out there, finding someone to hold accountable. And here, it felt like a safe place to self-reflect in the mirror image of all these people and stop grasping to change or hold someone else accountable.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to give you the other one.
If you ask me how I feel right now, I will tell you I feel connected and I feel fulfilled. Because indeed, it was a wonderful experience, very phenomenal. And it has like made me to reflect on our individual biases against people. I mean, today the points really resonate with that. And from this day forward, you wouldn't be seeing other people as you are from this place, you know, you have this history, but every history or every culture here is connected to one another. And we should see ourselves as one people. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see everybody get together, the different cultures and everything. And when Papa told me to come, we always talk about breaking barriers. So how do we break barriers, man? We have to come together, first of all. We have to
Wow, and there that is. Well, that's one way to break eardrums. Break barriers, not eardrums.
That was the sonic barrier.
Okay.
It's really, everything is about our ability to listen to each other more so than anything. We have that ability to really listen because everybody's come from a different background and they're taught everything a little bit different. But when we start really listening to each other and actually communicating with each other, it's great that we all come here together, but if we right after here, walk out of here and nobody communicate with each other, no one can get to know each other. We know what each other's struggles is by just sitting there, just listening. Almost a lot of them are just similar, correct?
Identical, correct.
Almost identical. But we got to have that, just talk and get to know people. And you find out it's more similarities than differences.
Thank you.
I just want to share that I feel a sense of forgiveness in this space spiritually. I think that all of our ancestors are pleased with us coming together and aligning with each other and talking about our past traumas and coming together to try and heal, because I believe that we can only heal and move forward when we forgive our ancestors, we forgive the past, and we forgive each other, and we forgive ourselves. I think our ancestors are smiling down on us, and that's what I'm feeling right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
The poems opened up my heart or my thought towards what the Black
African Americans have gone through. We may have been colonized, but at least we were left in our own land. So we never, or we had, I will speak for myself, I had never really realized what pain you went through, what suffering you went through, because regardless, to us in Africa, it seemed to us that the white man saved us from ourselves. But whereas you guys, the white man really fought you, he pushed you down and all that. The poems have opened up my eyes to that. And it's not only the Black American, also the Mexican, the Jewish people. I've gotten enlightenment that it's not just an African problem or a Black person problem. This problem has been going through other small communities. And then hearing our European American sisters and brothers, when you listen to their poem, you realize that they are carrying the burden as well of what their ancestors did. And the poem was so soothing, with a lot of empathy and remorse. And I feel this is something that can really build the barriers right now.
Wow.
I'm afraid to speak because I might cry. The tears will start today. I might cry. The tears might start today. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to participate in this and to hear what you all have to say. And my personal experience today is to be open with who I am. And for you guys to embrace who I am brings tears to my eyes. So thank you.
Thank you.
When I came here this morning, as I said earlier, I was feeling so badly because of what the United States Supreme Court has done to so many different peoples. And I told Papa that when the African group got up at the beginning and were talking, I felt an overwhelming sense of loss as an African American about what I had lost, what I don't know. Even though what my DNA says, I didn't have that emotional attachment, and I thought, this is what I've lost. I have come full circle. This has been so uplifting I can't even tell you. It has been so uplifting. This is a prescription not just for healing, but for hope. And there is a saying, I believe it's a Lakota Sioux saying, that I will butcher, but I have kept it in my heart for decades, and I know I will butcher it. I believe it means we are all related, and I think it's Mitake Huyasen. I know I have butchered it, but I think it's important as an African American to express that. So thank you, Papa, thank you, every single one of my brothers and sisters who are here. You have lifted me. Thank you.
Thank you. There was someone right there.
I'm from a country where our motto is out of many, one people. And I didn't know what I was coming to today when I came with my cousin. But I'm feeling an overwhelming sense of hope for all people. It brought the whole experience here. I'm tearing up the whole time inside because it brought to mind the song "We Are the World," and the very first lines that says, "There comes a time when you heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one." And I've noticed in the past few years in this country that there are people in influential positions, people of power, who are constantly driving to cancel cultures, cancel people. And what are our people without their culture? You know, and I'm hoping that this poem, when it's done, and it's surrounded by all the individual poems, that it will be a beacon of light and spread throughout this country like wildfire. That is my hope. I'm looking forward to seeing this poem, you know, go out there and do something. That's my hope.
Thank you. All right. We have, thank you.
Thank you. Again, my name is Jesus Quintana, and I first want to start by saying my heart is full. I started this morning with that same sentence, and now my heart is even fuller. Some of my passions are community, education, and art. And we've had all of that here today. Being in community is something that I've always cherished. It's something that it's healing to me. And art in the form of poetry. This program that it's called Breaking Barriers and Building Bridges, we have done that since we started working on this project, Breaking the Barriers. And today, I could really feel the building the bridges. That's actually a word that I've always had in my mind when it comes to bridges. When I was young, I've always found people that helped me to get where I needed to be in education, in work. And I've always, had this metaphor of looking at them as bridges. And so when I saw that name, that resonated with me. And I know that here, we're all our bridges to someone. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you for this experience. I even told Papa we needed to bring it to a school or somebody because I just want to share this with a lot of people. But I realized that we have been born in different countries, in different cultures, but we all go through the same issues. And this healing in community is going to go further than now. It's going to go to our families and then to our friends, and it's going to expand. So thank you for this opportunity to all of you.
Thank you.
I have a problem to talk on public, but I'm going to try to say something. I thank to Papa for inviting me. I live in this country for a long time, and I'm very thankful to be here today because I came back from Senegal like maybe 4 weeks ago, a month ago, and the Queen of the South of Senegal have a ceremony. Her past ceremony was 30 years ago. So I am a part of the child of the land who participate to this ceremony. And all these I'm wearing right now is not because of this ceremony, it's because they put it on me. It's very heavy because it's about mission I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna try to handle it for peace and how to put people together and talk about this whole world, what's going on, and I'm gonna try my best to be doing it here. And I was very sad. I'm like, how I'm gonna do it? I am here now. I'm not there. So I am connecting right now with my ancestors because they with me because I accept to wear it. So I used to wear, and I need to wear it every time. That is how it's supposed to be. But be here in this country with doing so many things for family and myself, it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, so I just want to share this, and having you guys here around with all different of people is my first time having this, even holding me like you are not going to be alone with this mission you have.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you, folks. I have nothing to add to all the beautiful things that you said. I'm just going to pass this on to Papa Ja so that he can tell you what happens next.
Wow. Thank you, Efli, and this is
Wow. I know.
Yeah. It's as you know, as everybody else, I'm full with emotion, like everybody in this room. And actually, there's a lot of people in this room that have been aware of this vision for many years, actually. So we started working on this since 2017. And we initially started it with breaking barriers and building bridges between the African immigrant and the black community. And a lot of people, TH, and a lot of people have taken part of conversation between those community. The fact and the true matter is the black community has been divided for many years. And one of the main reasons, that's what my sister Medina mentioned, as African immigrants, we've been colonized, but we've never been oppressed. When we were colonized, actually, they wanted us to assimilate. They wanted us to go to school. They wanted us to go to speak French. They wanted us to dress like them. Where the black community, where they were oppressed, they couldn't go to school. They were not supposed to read. And that's not what we were taught in Africa. So most of us, we came here with a different mindset toward the black community. So for 3 years, we worked on that. Now we broke down that wall. Now these two communities, we are very involved in the Black Art Festival. We are very involved in Juneteenth. They are very involved in everything that we do. Any event and program, you come to the African Leadership Group, you cannot tell who's African American and who's African immigrant.
Right.
And now part of that vision led to what we are doing today. With the Breaking Barrier communities, when we had our Leadership Africa, it initially started with mainly African, but when this committee came from that program, so the second year, half of the class was African American and half of the class was African immigrant. In this third cohort, we have the Latino, we have Suzanne. Now it's the entire world we are bringing together. The work is just starting here, so I have a big ask of every single one of you in this room. We know I cannot do it by myself, the committee cannot do it by ourselves. What we need from every single one of you is to go out there and reach out to your community, to the people that you know, because this is very difficult to put in words. You cannot explain it to people. They gotta come, experience it, live it, and to know what it is. So the way to do that, we're having the Cultural Day on August 5th, and thanks to Philip, if you could stand up, we have an amazing partnership with the Harvard Art Center that's really working together to bring Baba Mal, and this is where we'll be performing the unity poem that we are working. We don't want to have just us in this room to be attending this, so we want thousands of people over there. So every single person in this room have the responsibility, at least bring 10, 20, share. We have the flyers outside, we have the posters. Grab as many you can share with people and share with people, because people gotta come and witness this. We also have the gala that's happening on August 26th. What we are envisioning is to have tables from different affinity groups. We can fill that tent with 500 people. So we just don't want it to be just an African immigrant ceremony. We just don't want it just to be the black. We just want it to be the whole entire community. Because where our elected officials fail us, we can show them that we can do it, and by letting them witness that.
That's right. That's
so
right.
we want all of us to come together, and we're going to be celebrating the poem also at the gala on August 26th. So you can get all this information on our website. Tickets are on sales on the website. So let us know if you need physical ticket for the concert. Also, we can coordinate. But this work has been done by so many people. Laterally, if you could join me here as we are ending. But this was not a work of one person. And I want to thank everybody, because when we made the call, everybody picked up and everybody responded, because it's not easy. We know how busy we are. All of us, we spent 4 hours on a Saturday and sitting here. So thank you to every single one of you, and thank you to the leaders of Becky. Thank you for leading your group, Union, Phil, and Erkel, and we have also the native. Thank you for Suzanne. Thank you for leading your group, but this is just the beginning of the work. So Tiwa will reach out to you. We need your help to edit the poem. So now we might have to extend the poem to 10 to 15 minutes, because there's no way, there's no way we're going to do it in 5 minutes, because this is just so impactful. So we're going to lead with this. So I want to thank everybody. What I want to do, I want to invite Latora as we are leaving, so she can help us release all the energy we are feeling, and just going to take a couple of minutes, and we're going to leave with that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Papa Ja. Thank you very much. And thank you all for having the patience to stay. And we want to end the way that we started. We want to take a few deep breaths, and we want to release energy. We also want to be intentional about embracing the things that we learned here today. This gentleman here spoke about, going out and not taking this information with us, just leaving it in this room. We want to be intentional about communicating what we experienced here today with our neighbors, our friends, the people at the grocery store, whoever will listen. We have to embody these principles and these practices in order for them to become a reality. So I want to invite you to sit up nice and straight and tall in your chair. Your spine is in alignment. Let's roll our shoulders back and relax our faces. Feet are flat on the floor. If you feel as though you need energy, bring your palms down on your knees. If you want to surrender to the divine, palms are up. If you feel comfortable, please close your eyes. And let's take a nice, long, slow, deep breath, inhaling through our nose and holding it at the top. And slowly exhale, bringing our navel back towards our spine. Let's take it in again. Inhale, filling our bellies with air. Hold it. Release. One more time. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Inhale. And hold. Release. Thank you. I invite you to stand up nice and slow. Interlock arms with the person that's next to you. We're going to end like we started. And we're going to just rock back and forth just a little bit. And we're going to say, I see you.
I see you.
I honor you.
I honor you.
I embrace your humanity.
I embrace your humanity.
I see you.
I see you.
I honor you.
I honor you.
I embrace your humanity.
I embrace your humanity.
And then we're going to say it one more time, but this time look at the person next to you and say, I see you.
I see you.
I honor you.
I honor you.
I embrace your humanity.
I embrace your humanity.
Woo!
All right, baby. Yep. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. We're here. All right. Let me see if I get